means Tigers. We are so excited to have you here with us for the ring ceremony. Did you know that the Alumni Association is more than a resource for the Clemson ring? We are your lifelong connection to Clemson, before and after graduation. We keep you informed on what's happening on campus and how your local community is connected to Clemson. In fact, we have more than 75 alumni groups across the country that you can become involved with. No matter where you are or where you end up, we have ways to connect you with other Tigers. We're also the keepers of Clemson's time-honored traditions, from homecoming to the Tiger Paw $2 bills, from the Welcome Back Festival to the Young Alumni Reunions. The Clemson Alumni Association helps to keep those rich Clemson family traditions alive. We're always celebrating our alumni, too. From Master Teacher and the Roaring Ten Alumni Awards, the Distinguished Service Award, and Honorary Alumni, the Clemson Alumni Association recognizes individuals who exude the essence of Clemson. We hope you'll always keep your contact information up to date with us so we can tell you about all the ways you can stay connected, keep involved, and of course, when to come back home to Clemson for special celebrations. Don't forget to check out our social media sites where you can stay up to date with all things Clemson. Just search for Clemson Alumni on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can learn all about the Clemson Alumni Association at clemson.edu/alumni. Congratulations on receiving your Clemson ring, and go Tigers!
Clemson family, start your engines. I'm Will Brazington, CEO of the Clemson Alumni Association.
And I'm Deb Conklin, chair of your alumni board. And we're inviting you to the ultimate homecoming weekend, October 31st to November 1st.
This year's theme is Tour de Tiger Town. Inspired by the thrill of racing, we're bringing high energy, fast fun, and full-on Tiger spirit to campus.
It's your chance to reconnect, recharge, and rally with alumni, fans, and future Tigers, your Clemson family.
Friday night, we're kicking things off with Tour de Tigerama, our high-octane pep rally, featuring student skits, performances, fireworks, and the live concert by country rock stars Lanco.
Then on Saturday, campus turns into a tailgating circuit. Join the official college and affinity group tailgates happening all across campus.
Wherever your Clemson passion lies, there's a tailgate for you.
These are the best spots to reconnect with old classmates, meet new friends, and celebrate what makes Clemson so special, and learn how you can be a part of moving Clemson fiercely forward.
And don't forget the main event, Clemson versus Duke in Memorial Stadium on Saturday, November 1st. Let's fill the stands and roar together.
All event details, tailgating locations, and more are at alumni.clemson.edu/homecoming.
This is Tour de Tigertown, a weekend of speed, spirit, and Clemson celebration. Go Tigers! Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm Will Brazington, member of Clemson's class of 2000 and the Chief Executive Officer of the Clemson Alumni Association. And it is my honor to welcome each of you to tonight's Clemson ring ceremony. As you will hear throughout tonight's ceremony, the Clemson ring is not only a symbol of personal accomplishment, it's also a call for personal action in service to others and to our alma mater. The Clemson rings that you will receive this evening come with an awesome responsibility, a responsibility to others, to Clemson, and to yourselves. Members of the Pershing Rifles will bring forward the rings for tonight's ceremony. They will be led by the Clemson Corps, an alumni constituency group whose members participated in ROTC while they were students. The Clemson Corps is dedicated to continuing Clemson's military tradition while developing opportunities to commemorate the proud military heritage of our great university. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise as the class rings are presented?
Please be seated. My name is Jamie Pollock. I'm a Marine Corps combat veteran and a member of the Student Veterans Association. I am very excited to be receiving my ring alongside you today. We are grateful and honored to have Clemson cadets and the Clemson Corps serve as the bearers of the Clemson ring for presentation today. As part of today's program, you will learn about the history and traditions of the Clemson ring, beginning with the first graduating class in 1896, when Clemson was a military college. Cadets became the first students to wear the Clemson ring and the first Clemson alumni to showcase to the world the qualities and ideals that the Clemson ring represents. The cadets here today remind us of the unbroken connection that now spans 129 years between our university's distinguished military heritage and our beautiful Clemson ring. Today's program will focus on a profound question that is the fundamental foundation to the character of Clemson students and alumni, carved in stone on our campus, which is featured in Memorial Park near the Scroll of Honor Memorial. The question is, how will you serve? And while the answer is personal and different for each of us, it is especially significant for all who wear the Clemson ring. We will challenge you today to begin your own reflection on what this very important question means to you as you prepare to leave Clemson and begin to make your unique impact on the world. Congratulations as you embark on the next phase of your Clemson journey, carrying with you the profound symbolism and rich tradition encapsulated within the Clemson ring, a beacon of honor, resilience, and unwavering commitment to serve, both within our beloved community and beyond.
My thoughts often wander through these upper South Carolina hills that shelter the university that forms a common bond for many thousands of people who have studied here, or taught here, or worked here. There's something in these hills that has touched every one of them, something that has rubbed off on them in varying degrees, something that is built within the breasts of all Clemson men and women, an enduring spark akin to an eternal pride. There's something in these hills. It was here when a handful of fledgling faculty members greeted a relatively small band of 446 students more than 100 years ago. That was shortly after convict labor had completed an administration building and clock tower that still dominate these Blue Ridge foothills with a timelessness and serenity that impart inspiration and strength anew each time they are looked upon. There's something in these hills that has endeared itself to an endless procession of administrators, teachers, students, secretaries, and workmen. Hundreds of names pass through my consciousness, names of people who gave selflessly of themselves to build the institution nestled here, and who at one and the same time mined the priceless something the hills contain, and returned to them still more of it. There's something in these hills, and from them we have drawn the power to transcend the stresses and strains that tug away to make things come unglued in these disquieting times. The power to cut through such modern concepts and such modern facts as generation gaps, communication gaps, and ideological gaps. There's something in these hills that has bound together a man of over 90 and a woman under 20. Something that has given them a common ground on which to stand and a start toward bridging and eliminating any gap or any stress or any strain that might try to make unglued whatever they seek for themselves as they move out of these hills into the mountains, the plains, the oceans, the forests, the skies, and the storms of life. There is something in these hills that you and I can't define and others can't understand. A wave of warmth always surges through me when outsiders say, I don't know what it is about you Clemson people, but your undying love for Clemson is admired by everyone I know. There's something in these hills, and I suspect that's what it is. The ability of an institution through the unending dedication and greatness of its people, its administration, its faculty, its staff, its students, and alumni to impart to all it touches a respect, an admiration, an affection that stands firm in disquieting times, when things around it give impressions of coming unglued. There is something in these hills that brings together and binds together and holds together
men and women of all persuasions,
of all heights, sizes, weights, and cultural backgrounds.
Something that cuts across every difference, spans every gap, penetrates every wall.
Something that makes a man or a woman stand taller, feel better, and say with a high pride to all within earshot,
I
went to Clemson.
Good evening. My name is Logan Hunter, and I'm the Vice President of the Clemson Student Alumni Association and the Student Alumni Council. It is an honor to be with each of you today as you participate in one of Clemson's greatest traditions. Placing the Clemson ring on your finger today not only signifies that you are close to graduation, it is a forever reminder of your time, your life, and your experiences while you are on Clemson's campus. It will forever connect you to the many alumni you will meet throughout your life after you have crossed a future stage to receive your Clemson diploma. It will forever connect you to Clemson and to each other. It will forever remind you of the importance of loyalty and service, and it will forever remind you of this day. Clemson would not be the great university that it is today without the tremendous leadership of the president of our alma mater. President Clements has had a major impact on our Clemson experience by his service to students, to the faculty and staff, and to alumni everywhere. He is a nationally recognized voice in higher education who is leading Clemson to unprecedented levels of achievement. It is my honor to invite him to speak to us today. Please welcome the 15th president of Clemson University, Dr. Jim Clements.
Thank you, Logan, for that wonderful introduction. Good evening, go Tigers. Come on, this is a celebration. Good evening, go Tigers. All right, thank you for being here on this beautiful day for this ceremony. Will you please help me thank Trey Dowling and Logan Hunter for their service as president and vice president of the Student Alumni Council. I appreciate their leadership and the important work they do. And thank you to Jamie Pollock, Marine Corps combat veteran and member of our Student Veterans Association. Would you please help me thank him for his service? Also want to thank the chairs for the ring ceremony, Mary Jones and William Eccles. I know they put in a lot of hard work for this event. Would you please help me thank them and the other students who worked so hard to make today special? Also want to thank Will Brazington, Chief Executive Officer for our Alumni Association, and Dr. Kimberly Poole, our Dean of Students. Would you please help me thank them for their leadership? I would now like to ask anyone in the arena who has served and those who are currently serving in our armed forces to please stand or raise your hand and be recognized. I'm honored to be here with you on this very special day for your ring ceremony. And I can tell you, this is one of my favorite Clemson traditions. The ring ceremony is an amazing tradition, and it's always a special day, but it also holds special meaning for me. In 2021, my wife and I were named honorary alumni, and we were presented with our very own Clemson rings at a surprise announcement. Beth and I were both humbled and honored to be named honorary alums, and we wear our rings with great pride as members of the alumni family. 14 of our immediate and extended family members have earned a Clemson ring. And I'm proud to wear my ring today as I present you with your Clemson ring. You know, rings are important things. They have a tangible value, as you will see in a video later in the ceremony about my dear friend, late General Ben Scardin, who passed away in 2021 at the age of 104. He was one of the greatest individuals in the history of our great university. General Scardin was a prisoner of war, and his Clemson ring literally saved his life. Rings also have great symbolic value. They are a symbol of love and commitment because they have no beginning or end. The ring that I wear every day symbolizes the commitment that my wife and I made on our wedding day nearly 35 years ago. My wedding ring celebrates the birth of a new family, my family. In a similar way, your Clemson ring symbolizes an important rite of passage for you. It symbolizes your commitment to and your love for Clemson that will last forever. And today is an important milestone on your journey. For many of you, that journey started right here with freshman convocation or graduate student convocation when I had a chance to welcome you to this great university. And it will continue when we meet again at commencement and you receive your diploma. But what does this day, Ring Day, actually signify? First, it means you have successfully completed at least 90 credit hours of academic work towards earning your degree for our undergraduate students, or you have completed at least half of your program for our graduate students. So please pat yourselves on the back. That is quite an accomplishment. This fall, we were ranked as the best university in the state of South Carolina by Niche, by Forbes, and by U.S. News and World Report. In fact, Niche ranked us as one of the top universities in the entire country with an overall grade of an A. So congratulations. The Wall Street Journal and Smart Asset also both ranked Clemson as the best value college in the state of South Carolina. And just this past week, the Wall Street Journal published an article that listed Clemson as one of the top 10 universities in the country. We were also recently ranked as the second most military-friendly university in the country, which is a testament to our university values of patriotism and excellence. For our students, that deserves a round of applause. Thank you. For our students, the majority of your college career is now behind you, and the end is in sight. Second, it means that you have chosen a major field of study and a career path that you will follow. Your future beyond Clemson as an independent, self-sufficient adult is taking shape. Parents, I know that you are happy about that, and we thank you for your support. Will you please help me thank the parents, family, and friends who are here for you today? Finally, many of you will leave this ring ceremony absolutely determined to make the best possible use of every minute you have left at Clemson. I felt the same way during my senior year in college, and I think you will too. Savor the time, use it wisely, and make it meaningful. You will never have a better chance to learn so much from so many different people as you have on this campus. There are people from all walks of life, so take advantage and learn from one another during your remaining time here. Your ring, wear it with great pride and with the understanding that upon graduation, you will join a family of more than 195,000 living alumni worldwide. This is an opportunity, but it is also a responsibility. You will be an ambassador for Clemson wherever you travel. I'm counting on you, and we are all counting on you to represent our university values, such as integrity, respect, excellence, self-reliance. Your ring will be a conversation starter, and it will open doors for you. And soon you will be able to add your story to the ring stories that we will hear today. It's truly an honor for me to present you with your Clemson ring this evening. Congratulations again. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of your journey here at this great university. May God bless you all, and go Tigers!
Thank you, President Clements, for those wonderful remarks, but more importantly, for your incredible leadership of our alma mater. Our team at the Clemson Alumni Association, along with the Student Alumni Council, has been working diligently to make this a very special day for all who are here with us. And students, you've already created many wonderful memories at Clemson that you will no doubt hold dear for the rest of your life. And today, we celebrate a remarkable milestone in your Clemson journey that is unlike any other that you have experienced thus far. Today, each of you joins the more than 195,000 living alumni around the world who have earned the right to wear the Clemson ring. To the parents and the guests of those who are being honored this evening, we thank you for taking the time to experience this special moment with your student. The Clemson Alumni Association is proud to host this ring ceremony as part of our ongoing mission to celebrate and enhance the lifelong connections that define the Clemson experience. We're here to serve and enable all who love Clemson to remain actively involved in the advancement of our university, and we are committed to helping alumni remain ever loyal to Clemson and to elevating and celebrating the many contributions that Clemson alumni make in service to others. Best of all, your Alumni Association proudly unites all who wear our Clemson ring in celebrating our special kinship. Ladies and gentlemen, our mission is to keep everyone in the Clemson family engaged, excited, and inspired by all that is happening with Clemson and its alumni. Nothing symbolizes the connection that we share more beautifully or more powerfully than the Clemson ring. And over time, our ring has changed a little, but its tradition has always remained the same. And now you too are a part of that tradition, and more importantly, its future.
Your ring tells a story of the journey you took to get here, the dreams, the sacrifices, the grit. Your ring tells a story of opportunity, of newly opened doors, your key, a game changer, a career starter, a conduit to success. Your ring tells a story of legacy, the history of those who came before you, those who dared to be extraordinary in their pursuit of excellence. Your ring tells a story of selfless service, of wars fought and battles won, the thousands of bold men and women who risked it all and didn't hesitate to do so. Your ring tells a story of the dreamers and doers, the ones who dare to change the status quo, the students who become professionals, the interns who become experts, the leaders who become heroes. Your ring tells a story of kinship, of an unspoken bond, This is what family feels like. Our alma mater runs deep. This unwavering connectedness survives in a world that can easily divide us. Who shall separate us now? No one. Your ring tells a story of the person wearing it now, and the person wearing it 100 years ago. A lifelong network of family. Your ring tells a story of humble beginnings. The first ring formed and cut in 1896. The evolution of this small but mighty silver and gold torus. The updates, the upgrades, the tributes, the honor, the eagle of peace, the palmetto, the star, the hope. Dum spiro spero spes. As long as you have breath, you can fight on. Your ring tells a story of Clemson pride, of homegrown glory, unstoppable Tigers, of championships won and victories to come. Your ring tells your story, your journey to get here, your blueprint for success. Your ring is your family, your link to the past, present, and future of Clemson. Your friends, your classmates, your people. It's so much more than a ring. It's your story, a part of who you are. It is your part of our story. Wear it with pride. Tiger pride.
Good evening. I'm Trey Dowling, and I'm the president of the Student Alumni Association and Student Alumni Council. It is my pleasure to join you on such a special occasion. As students, we have bonded together as a true family. Today, we will strengthen that bond by joining together and wearing the Clemson ring. Along with graduation, this will be one of the most important moments of your college or graduate career. I hope you will cherish it as much as I will when I receive my ring. In addition to the video we just saw, I want to point out something else that is especially interesting about today's presentation. When you walk across this stage in a few moments, inside the white box you will receive, you will find a wooden box that contains your ring. Pay particularly close attention to that wooden box. The box that holds your ring was made from the wood of trees that once thrived on Clemson's campus. These trees, many of which fell due to old aging root systems, spent many years as the canopy of our campus that we all walked under at one time or another. May this box, as well as your ring, forever bring you fond memories of the special times you experienced at Clemson. For it is truly an uncommon experience to be a Clemson student, and it is truly an uncommon honor to wear the Clemson ring. For one Clemson alumnus, the ring literally saved his life. The late General Ben Scardin was a member of Clemson's class of 1938. Following a distinguished military career, he returned to Clemson as a professor of English. During that second career, Clemson students selected him as the Alumni Master Teacher in 1977. In 2002, he received the Alumni Association's highest award for distinguished service, and in 2020, he received the university's highest public honor, the Clemson Medallion. And shortly before his passing, he received an honorary promotion to the rank of Brigadier General. Today, we are honored to have the opportunity to hear his amazing story and how his Clemson ring literally saved his life.
For years, the Tigers who came before you have heard the story of Colonel Ben Scardin, a Clemson graduate who bravely fought in World War II. He became a prisoner of war, forced to participate in the Bataan Death March after the 3-month Battle of Bataan in April 1942. More than 60,000 American and Filipino troops were made to march through the country while suffering extraordinary physical abuse. And it's estimated that 1/3 of the prisoners died. If not for his Clemson ring, Colonel Scardin would have been one of them. This is his story.
The Bataan Death March occurred at the surrender of the American Filipino forces in April of 1942 on the Bataan Peninsula. And so we soon realized as we made the march that the guards were looking for rings, watches. I took my ring off and I rolled it up in my sleeve, I believe. From then on, I became very, very protective of the ring. Never to pull it out and look at it or anything else, but I knew where it was. I was in very, very bad health in prison camp, and there was no medicine, no way of improving your health. And then when it got to where I was going to have to be put over in what they call the hospital area in the 0 ward, because that's where they took people that couldn't do anything for us, and no one ever returned from there. Henry Otis took care of me. Otis was able to let it be known that he knew of a gold ring was for trade for food, and they mixed up chicken and rice, and they spoon-fed me because I had this, couldn't see very well for one thing. But I responded to that so well, my appetite was restored, and I was whole again, so to speak. Well, I've often thought about my little gold ring, which I'd hidden for so long, and I had no qualms about turning it over to Otis for this exchange because there was nothing else that could be done. But I've always thought about that ring, and when I was married in 1947, my wife, as an engagement present, had my brother, who was a Clemson graduate, replace the ring. And I've had it ever since, naturally, and take a great pride and glory in having a ring that fits and one that I'm very, very proud of.
As you receive your ring today, you will go forward to create your own unique story. You too will face your own challenges and triumphs. And while we can't imagine what some of the Tigers before us have endured, know this: these rings will continue to bind us together and make us all stronger, year after year.
Wow, such a powerful story about a great American and a true Clemson Tiger, Ben Scarden. How will you serve? The centerpiece of Memorial Park, the cornerstone of a successful life. The video we just saw referenced General Ben Scarden, who was asked to speak on the topic of service during the May 2012 dedication of Memorial Park. His remarks included a guide, perhaps even a challenge, for how each of us should view our relationship with Clemson. Scarden noted that Memorial Park is dedicated to Clemson alumni in all professions, industries, and roles in society who have served to improve the quality of life and to protect our freedoms. And then Scarden added this observation. He said, Clemson University is an extension of the vision of its planners and administrators and the talents and gifts of its graduates and friends. As an English professor, General Scarden chose his words very carefully. You'll note that he did not say that we are an extension of Clemson. He said that Clemson is an extension of us. Clemson does not define who we are as individuals, nor the impact that we will have on the world. Rather, we define Clemson's impact by how we, as Clemson alumni, use our talents and our gifts to help others and to make the world a better place. Students, we hope that each time you look at the Clemson ring on your finger from this day forward, you will recall General Scardon's message, and we hope that your Clemson ring will be a constant reminder and motivation to use your Clemson education, your Clemson experience, and yes, your Clemson spirit to be of service to others wherever you may go in life. Now, it is time to celebrate and recognize each of you as you join those who have earned the right to wear the Clemson ring. Whether you're preparing to complete your time here at Clemson as an undergraduate student, completing your graduate degree, or returning to dear old Clemson as an alumna or an alumnus, on behalf of your Alumni Association and indeed the entire Clemson family, we applaud you for this impressive accomplishment. For our guests, we ask that you please hold your celebrations until the end of our ceremony so that every student and alum's name can be heard when called. And we are thrilled to have President Clements to present the rings to each participant, as well as our Associate Vice President and Dean of Students, Dr. Kimberly Poole, to congratulate each as they cross the ramp. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let us begin the presentation of the class rings.
Jamie Polak, Benjamin Nadler, Diego Nanny, Sam Nassif, Joanna Neal, Joy Neal, Emily Neely, Madison Needham, Taylor Nealons, Joey Neese, Riley Neighbors, Rachel Neal, Darlene Talbert, Kaylee Nelms, Elizabeth Nelson, Brooks Nemo, Hayden Nesbitt, Ava Nessie, Ronnie Nestor, Victoria New, Isabella Newman, Julia Newman, Timothy Newman, Sarah Ung, Catley Nguyen, Thin Nguyen, Andrew Nichols, Meg Nichols, Christian Nimick, Hannah Niver, John O'Neill, Hannah Noe, Jerusha Nolt, Grace Normal, Allison Norris, Everett Norton, Meredith Norton, Hattie Norwood, Riley Nosick, William Notariani, Victoria Noose, Nicholas Novello, Julia Noviello, Brooke Nowalki, Hayes Nunn, Victoria Nusinoff, Bailey Nye, Donovan Zambelli, Mackenzie O'Brien, Ryan O'Connor, Sally O'Connor, Caroline O'Halloran, Gracie O'Hara, John O'Hara, Kaylee O'Meara, Sean O'Sullivan, Grace Oates, Lily Obenauer, Frank Oberheim, Will O'Kane, Dayana Ochia Contreras, Michael Odessa, Blake Orman, James Ogle, Emma Ort, Kennedy Olheiser, Nicholas Olivia, Isadora Oliveira, Jack Olson, Emma O'Malley, Emily Anoyan, Kalina Opolika, Brielle Oriana, Hannah Orengo, Valentina Ortiz, Hannah Osborne, Sawyer Osborne, Camilla Ozteby, Kaylee Ostry, Elena Uvia, Dre Owen, Elijah Owens, Lauren Owens, Marshall Owens, Jet Pacifico, Kyla Paget, Summer Paget, Joshua Palachek, Angelina Palermo, Luca Palermo, Aiden Palison, Ambrose Palazzola, Ashley Palmer, Nora Pampreen, Christopher Panchley, Juan Paniagua, Christiana Paraiso, Carter Parisi, Samantha Parker, Sarah Parker, Tess Parker, Emma Parris, Noah Parrish, Rachel Parrish, Anna Parrott, Carissa Parsons, Catherine Partlow, Christian Pasman, Priyal Patel, Anna Claire Patterson, Caitlin Patterson, Jalen Patterson, Katie Paul, Mary Pauls, Emily Potler, Ian Peck, Julia Peck, Alex Peterson, Kylie Peel, Chapman Pendergrass, Izzy Pingy, Colin Pentecost, Shelby Pepper, Garrison Peppers, Norma Christina Perez, Sophie Perez, Ryan Prez-Kubis, Emma Perry, Lauren Perry, Lindsay Perry. Reese Perry. Rome Person. Ellie Peterman. Kayla Peters. Michael Peters. Ella Peterson. Will Peterson. Lainey Payton. Kirsten Faltzgraf. Aaron Pfeffer. Christy Fan. Lindsay Philbeck. Mark Philbin. Harrison Phillips. Marissa Phillips. Ian Phillips. Jack Phillips. Landon Phillips. Walker Phillips. Paige PQ. Britton Pickens. Abigail Pickrell. Sophia Pico. Hannah Pieknick. Carolyn Pierce. Ella Pierce. Nina Pitella. Ella Pilkington. Alexander Pilar. Jenny Pinion. Benjamin Pittiger. Amelia Pittman. Grayson Pitts. Peyton Pitts. Nicole Pizzo. Jackson Ploss. Carlena Platt. Maria Pocaroba. Samantha Poindexter. Daniela Pocorni. Emery Keegan Pate. Lauren Pollock. Anna Polumsky. Eliana Ponce. Andrew Pond. Christopher Ponder. Jonathan Poole. Reagan Poole. Shannon Poole. Savannah Pope. Madeline Porras. Reagan Porth. Claudia Porticarrero. Xander Poston. Benjamin Putri. Asia Powell. Delaney Powell. Michael Presbury. Angelia Prescott. Kira Presley. Micah Price. Sam Price. Bess Prim. Savannah Prelo. Nathaniel Procaccino. Matthew Proctor. Eleanor Prosser. Mary Provost. Meredith Puck. Charlize Puff. Isabella Puig. Hope Polito. Price Purvis. Annika Putman. Mary Elizabeth Peyton Pye. Mackenzie Quaintance. Carly Quant. Darren Quistel. Bridget Quinn. Rafael Quiterio. Chandler Rabelais. Carly Radomski. Nick Ragsdale. John Ragucci, Milad Rahame, Peyton Rail, Santiago Ramirez, Olivia Rampy, Alana Ramsey, Anthony Ramuno, Ethan Randall, Emma Randall, Miles Randolph, Alec Rapier, Olivia Roshkin, Hannah Rask, Luke Ratliff, Catherine Rowers, Bryce Roush, Tyler Roten, Marin Raw, William Rollins, Tyon Rawls, Quinn Raymond, Cameron Reardon, Connor Reardon, Maggie Reardon, Ryan Red, Olivia Reddix, Landon Reed, Sarah Reed, Walker Reed, David Reeder, Lexi Real Pope, Hannah Reeves, Allie Reagan, Ashley Regina, Nicole Reish, Adam Reed, Tallulah Reed, Eddie Riley, Jillian Riley, Lily Riley, Ashley Reinhart, Ella Renfrey, Sophia Renna, Natalia Ray, Joshua Rays, Jackson Reynolds, Pablo Reynoso Chavez, Anthony Reza, Reese Rhodes, Lucy Riccio, Abby Rice, Jack Rice, Cole Richardson, Lakeland Richardson, Zachary Richardson, Evan Ricks, Kira Riso, George Rieger, Annabella Riera, Gabriella Reisner, Derek Ringnada, Stephanie Rios, Cameron Ripperda, Mitchell Reisinger, Anthony Ritz, Omar Rivera, Carson Rivers, Chase Rivers, Kennedy Rivers, Levi Roach, Ava Roberts, Gary Roberts, Rihanna Roberts, Bryn Robertson, Delaney Robertson, Aaron Robertson, Evan Robertson, Cadence Robinson, Emily Robinson, Jack Robinson, Tyler Rocco, Caroline Rogers, Lucas Rogers, Alexander Rodriguez, Sophia Rayborn, Emma Rothke, Brian Rogers, Owen Rogers, Riley Rogers, Michelle Roman, Christina Romano, Riley Romans, Rachel Rimboli, Isabella Romero Rainey, Ava Rooney, Ella Rose, Skylar Rossner, Tyler Roscoe, Ollie Roderman, Emily Rothmeyer, Abigail Rowell, Aiden Royce, Anastasia Rozakis, Chaz Rosema, Caroline Ruby, Laura Rux, Owen Rudd, Walker Rudis, Luke Rudolph, Sophia Rudolph,
Grace Rudy, Salvador Ruiz, Ellis Runnels, Alex Russell, Brooke Russell, Julia Russo, John Rutland, Brenna Rudder, Dyson Rudder, Kaylee Ryan, Kristen Ryan, Lucy Ryan, Davis Ryder, Zinat Sabusa, Coleman Seyfried, Yohanan Saji, Grace Sakatus, JD Salazar, Catherine Salkeld, Aiden Sama, Casey Sampson, Audrey Sanchez, Inigo Sanchez, Sebastian Sanchez, Vicente Sanchez, Harper Sanders, Abigail Sandage, Benjamin Sant, Ashley Sanfasan, Kira Santora, Sophia Santoro, Morgan Sapp, Alyssa Satterfield, Timothy Satterfield, Sadie Sanders, Coleman Scanlon, Kyle Scannell, Luke Scariano, Daniel Scavilla, Colin Schaefer, Graham Shadaman, Ellie Schaub, Abby Scheibel, Amelia Scherer, Tyler Sheezer, Gwen Schindel, Jordan Shira, Gabriel Schleiss, Addison Schmidt, Stefano Schmieding, Olivia Schmidt, Rosemary Schmuff, Tatum Schoaf, Lauren Schoenberger, Tabitha Schoenborn, Olivia Schauflin, Lauren Schofield, Haley Scholl, Michael Schoemaker, Lauren Scorfar, Jacob Schasser, Elizabeth Schrim, Ellie Schultz, Jacob Schwartz, Jacob Schwaznick, Ren Sconyers, Cameron Scott, Harrison Scott, Christopher Seeley, Olivia Cease, Hope Selvatelli, Samantha Sr., Jake Sarah, Brady Setzer, John Severson, Harris Sewell, Sky Sexton, Mia Scorano, Emma Sgrio, Kayla Schaefer, Scott Schaefer, Gus Sharpless, Howard Sharpless, Hadley Shaw, Madison Shaw, Peyton Shaw, Samantha Shea, Maeve Sheehan, Grace Sheely, Kate Sheely, Sullivan Sheely, Hayden Shearer, Kira Shed, Daniel Sheehan, Catherine Sheehan, Rachel Sheehan, Angelina Shakian, Karen Shanuda, Matthew Sherburne, Scott Shields, Ralph Shipley, Adelaide Shirley, Olivia Shirley, Chloe Schultz, Emma Shirley, Luke Schusted, Colton Siegel, Lawton Sifley, Ethan Salippo, Connor Sills, Ben Simmons, Edward Simmons, James Simmons, Reese Simonson, Trip Simpson, and Kendall Sims, Jackson Sims, Jaden Sims, Hampton Sims, Isaiah Singleton, Madison Sirico, Maggie Sizemore, Margaret Scalacan, Luke Skipper, Jacob Slanker, Caitlin Slasinski, Matthew Slazinski, Victoria Slowinski, Abney Smith, Aiden Smith, Arlen Smith, Brooke Smith, Byers Smith, Connor Smith, David Smith, Gabriel Smith, Jessica Smith, Kelsey Smith, Lana Brooke Smith, Laney Smith, Nate Smith, Reagan Smith, Sarah Smith, Shelby Smith, Sophia Smith, Sophie Smith, Trenton Smith, Ariel Smoke, Darren Smutzer, Jensen Sneed, Izzy Snell, Jamie Snyder, Daniel Sobke, Grace Soler, Tyler Santz, Cheryl Sorsey, Logan Sorensen, Fiona Sortman, Camden Suther, Olivia Southerly, Summer Spano, Riley Sparks, Kaylee Spears, Dane Speed, Christopher Spinella, Spencer Springman, Hannah Spurrell, Caitlin Stabile, Caitlin Staffa, Arissa Staggers, Alexander Stakos, McKenna Stalker, Abigail Stallworth, Isabella Stamato, Dade Stanley, Catherine Stanton, Joshua Stanton, Kendall Starr, Mackenzie Staus, Amalia Stevlinetko, Abigail Stefanacci, Katie Stefanelli, Katie Stein, Nicholas Stevens, Michael C. Stevenson, Sarah Stepp, Margaret Stevens, Morgan Stevens, Susanna Stevens, Jack Stevenson, Terriana Stevenson, Cooper Stewart, Madison Stewart, Ryan Stewart, Paige Sterling, Caroline Still, Kylie Stinner, Dylan Stockton, Mallory Stokes, Evelyn Stone, Lauren Stone, Morgan Stone, Tara Stone, William Stonefield, Addison Stoudemeyer, Madison Strange, Sydney Strange, Zella Stratbucker, Harrington Street, Gavin Strickland, Wes Stringer, Will Stringer, Gabriella Strong, Jonathan Strosaker, Caroline Stroud, Emma Stewart, Hope Stubenhofer, Jacob Stuckey, Caitlin Stutzer, Caleb Sturgill, Ashley Stiles, Corey Sudduth, Ryan Sula, Daniel Sullivan, Brooke Summers, Caroline Summers, Kieran Sumter, Anthony Surditch, Julia Surface, Justin Sura, Logan Servance, Parker Sutt, Maylee Swain, Matthew Swanenberg, Jake Swan, Riley Swearer, Tanija Swedenberg, Aaron Sweeney, Clay Sweeney, Alexander Swafford, Jake Swafford, Anna Sycamore, Olivia Zabo, Kyle Zarko,
Harrison Taber, Emma Tallarico, Christina Tang, Madison Tankersley, Sophie Tannen, Reed Tanner, Ava Tarzian, Bradford Taylor, Cecilia Taylor, Emily Taylor, John Taylor, Kylie Taylor, Molly Taylor, Nicholas Teachout, Wyatt Temples, Isabel Teresiano, Grayson Teskey, Amelia Testa, Chesney Thames, Coven Tice, Tobin Thibodeau, Marie Tiemann, Elise Thomas, Brianne Thomas, Britton Thomas, Ella Thomas, Haley Thomas, Kami Thomas, Riley Thomas, Skylar Thomas, Sydney Thomas, Perrin Thomas, Rhett Tompkins, Aliette Thompson, Casey Thompson, Izzy Thompson, Nina Thompson, Rhea Thompson, Will Thorburn, Edwin Thornhill, Anna Thorpe, Emma Thorsland, Chester Thorson, Christina Threlkeld, Andrew Tiara, Cameron Tillerson, Ashley Timby, Ben Timmons, Emma Tinsley, Brendan Tiscornia, Allie Tisdale, Andrew Tisdale, Drew Titsworth, Joseph Tabon, Stephen Todd, Emmy Toke, Lillian Tolson, Sarah Tolvey, Dawson Tomes, Mallory Tomkowski, Joshua Tomlin, Bryn Topolsky, Rory Toscano, Kira Toskos, Stephanie Tracy, Callie Trahan, Candy Tran, Yismer Traverso Rosado, John Tremblay, Eloise Trimble, Mia Trivelli, Nicholas Trocalar, Evelyn Trost, Samuel Treblefield, Gavin Trout, Bailey Troutman, Ashlyn True, Gianna Truizi, Jasmine Trujillo, Ashley Trueluck, Ella Trunzo, Claire Sakanikas, Lauren Tucker, Michaela Tucker, Taylor Tucker, Grace Tuller, Colby Turner, Jocelyn Twardowski, Parks Tyler, Hannah Ollinger, Emily Ulmer, Justin Uri, Bennett Urabari, Kiera Vasek, Meredith Vidas, Olivia Valentine, Dion Vandenbosch, Ryan Van Epps, Catherine Vandeveer, Emma Varn, Olivia Vasallo, Brenna Vaughn, Alan Vaughn, William Vaughn, Alex Vega, Isabella Velarde, Alondra Velasquez, Mariela Velasquez, Natalia Velasquez, Gabriel Venero, Hannah Varaca, Cecilia Vieira Atwell, Daniel Villa, Noah Villalona, Eva Vingiano, Caleb Vinson, Shelby Violet, Lauren Vipperman, Jessica Visoso Quiros, Gino Vitelli, Hannah Vito, John Vivona, Heidi Vogt, Scott Volheim, Blake Verana, Charlie Vu, Will Watchell, Jack Wainio, Evie Wakeham, Skylar Walder, Jack Waldrop, Aiden Walker, Alana Walker, Sarah Walker, Christian Walker, Natalie Walker, Reed Walker, Luke Wall, Owen Wall, Taylor Wall, Allison Wallace, Abigail Walsh, Christopher Walsh, Emily Walsh, Tara Walsh, Elizabeth Walter, Erica Walters, Hope Walters, Mitchell Walters, Sutton Walters, William Wangard, Sophie Waraxa, Austin Ward, Cameron Ward, Rachel Warden, Reed Warden, Cole Worms, Miley Wartell, Sydney Washburn, Will Watkins, Jennifer Watts, Sydney Watts, Sydney Waugh, Reagan Wazicki, Ella Webb, Brennan Weber, Jack Webster, Charles Worley, Maxwell Weingarten, Elizabeth Weinheimer, Braden Weiss, Sarah Wiesner, Ansley Welch, Robert Welch, Summer Welch, Elliot Wells, Alexander Werbanath, Evan Werner, Haley West, Stephen West, Benjamin Wheat, Monet Welton, Abigail Whitaker, Grayson Whitaker, Gabriella White, Jameson White, Logan White, Sarah Beth White, Nowell Whitehead, Adam Whitestone, Dylan Whitman, Hunter Whitman, L. Whittier, Luke Whitworth, Olivia Hubry, Elise Wysek, Kirsten Widener, Lauren Wiggins, Anna Wiggs, Tyler Wilhite, Shelby Wilkie, Parker Wilkes, Jay Wilkins, Henry Wilkinson, Kylie Wilkinson, Zachary Willard, Caroline Williams, Dawson Williams, Gavin Williams, Hugh Williams, Jack Williams, Lucy Williams, Michael Williams, Reed Williams, Rodney Williams, Jack Williamson, Jasmine Williamson, Will Williamson IV, Davis Willis, Samantha Willis, Darian Wilson, Gerald Wilson Jr., Hunley Wilson, Jatoria Wilson, Juliana Wilson, Mackenzie Wilson, Harrison Wimberly, Ann Windle, John Windle, Libby Windley, Dante Winfield, Caroline Wingard, Claire Wingard, Ashley Winningham, Elizabeth Wise, Perrin Witherspoon, Charles Withington, Alila Wolf, Matilda Wolf, Justin Womble, Dylan Wood, Kyle Wood, Mackenzie Wood, Madison Wood, Zachary Wood, Dylan Woodall, Madeline Woodall, Caroline Woodbury, Marissa Woodbury, Chase Woodring, Scott Woodyard, Chloe Wooster, Hammond Wren, Grace Wright, Jakari Wright, Wade Woodaz, Lily Wright, Madison Wright, Avery Wonder, Henry Winecoop, Camp Wynn, Chendi Shia, Lily Yang, Jada Yatko, Noel Jorgensen, Brett Young, Jack Young, Madeline Elise Young, Greer Younghans, Avery Yons, Paige Yurchek, Alexandria Zabersky, Allison Zafuto, Connor Zahn, Sophia Zanata, Jose Zaraluki, Lauren Zarella, Christian Zender, Marin Zenkert, Jessica Zenteno, Oliver Zarillo, Eric Zhang, Garrett Ziegler, Jillian Ziegler, Timothy Ziegler, Megan Zelke, Eleanor Zilker, Lindsay Zinkevitz, Sydney Zweiback, Katie Herda, Mia McGrath, Walker Olives. Now, we will recognize the members of the Student Alumni Council who are receiving their rings today. Without their hard work, this event would not be possible. Ariana Cardwell, Austin Courtney, Thomas Crawford, Thomas Holstein, Abby Kraus, Duggar Niemer, Noah Watts,
Good evening. My name is Deb Conklin, and I am a proud 1992 grad of this wonderful university, and I also have the honor to serve as the chairman of the board of the Clemson Alumni Association. It is such an honor to be with you here today and participate in this amazing ceremony. We hope that you leave here today understanding that wearing this ring comes with great responsibility. After you graduate, we encourage you to be a voice in your local community. We also hope you'll be a voice for Clemson and dedicate yourself to servant leadership here on campus and wherever you may go. As you have seen today, the Clemson ring is a very special part of who we are. In fact, I'd like to ask all alumni present today, parents, grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, whoever you are here in the audience, please stand and show us how powerful the Clemson family is. Isn't it amazing to see how big our Clemson network really is? And there are so many traditions around this very simple ring. One of the most significant of those traditions is how you wear it. From this moment until you graduate, you should wear the ring with the C and your class year facing towards you. This keeps in front of you the goal of becoming a Clemson graduate. It also should serve to you as motivation to cherish every single moment you have left and make every moment special in these waning days of your Clemson student career. When it comes to the next part of the tradition, when you graduate, have a member of your family, an alum, somebody who's special to you, turn that ring around, showing the C and your class year facing outwards. And as we just saw, wow, do you have many people to choose from for this special event. Having someone special to you do this for you is a reminder of all those who have helped you and supported you in accomplishing your goal of being a Clemson graduate. Once you have graduated with your ring facing outward and everyone who sees it on your hand from that moment forward, they will know that you graduated from one of the best universities in all of America. We also encourage our alumni receiving their rings today to participate in this ring turning tradition. And while this ring will serve as an introduction to others, your impact as an engaged and ever loyal Clemson alum will be determined by the good that you do with your Clemson education. To reinforce that point, the Alumni Association has a special gift for you today. Students and alumni who receive their rings today, as you leave through the tunnel after the ceremony, each of you will be given a challenge coin, such as this one. On the one side of this coin is the 1889 ring crest, including the Alumni Association's motto, Ever Loyal. And on the other side of this challenge coin is the Alumni Association's Tiger Rag and that challenging question that you have heard so many times today, how will you serve? Each time you look at this coin, we want you to think of that question. Think about all those who came before you, the impact others have had on your Clemson career, and how you have had an even greater impact on the Tigers that will come after you. Our hope is that you will treasure it and that you will keep it someplace close so that you will see it often. May your Clemson ring and your challenge coin constantly inspire you to answer that question in your own personal and special way by using your Clemson education, your Clemson experience to make a positive difference each day in the lives of others, in your local community, and in the world that we live in. May it also inspire you to stay connected to Clemson throughout every stage and milestone of your life. Those shiny new rings will forever remind you that the Clemson Alumni Association is your lifelong connection to Clemson. And as long as you're in touch with the Alumni Association, we will keep you in touch with Clemson. Best wishes from the Alumni Association as you approach graduation and move on to the next stage of your Clemson experience. Be proud, be fierce, be ever loyal. And now will you please stand and join me in singing the Clemson University alma mater.